Hello friend, welcome to my channel Basics of Microbiology by Dr. Kiran. We already learned in the previous video about the spirochetes, how they have been classified and how the patient with syphilis presents. And if you have missed that lecture, that presentation, I will share that link in the last so that you can see from there. So now start with the new presentation, that is how to diagnose a case of syphilis and how to treat these patients. So when the lab diagnosis starts, first thing we start, that is what samples we will collect for this disease. So depending upon what are the different presentation, how the patient can present in different presentation. So according to that we have to collect the sample. So what can be the different specimens? That is when we are examining this Treponema pallidum directly in the lesion exudates, we can do the dark field microscopy. So we need that exudates, that is the lesions which the patient have, we have to collect that exudates, and through that we can have the dark field microscopy. Different tests are there, then DFA TP is there and PCR is there. Then another sample there can be CSF, that is when the bacteria has reached to the CSF. So we can do these tests like VDL testing kar sakte hain, that is we have to monitor the treatment also and also for the diagnosis. Then tissue biopsy ले सकते हैं. So usually secondary or tertiary stage में we can take these tissue biopsies. Lymph node aspirates, lymph nodes का भी इसमें enlargement है, so we can take that. Then placenta or cord tissue, we can have these things. And most important is the serum, that is the most important sample where we can do the various serological tests जो most commonly perform होता है in the syphilis. Then in congenital syphilis also we from the direct umbilical cord का भी करते हैं, फिर blood from the infant का blood से वहाँ से भी we go for the IgM testing, that is the IgM ELISA. So now come precisely what different tests we can do. That is first of all, that is we can directly wash the this microorganism, that is the Treponema pallidum. So these are spiral bacteria and we have to look about that whether these are spiral bacteria and how these spirals are arranged. So that is the because this bacteria is very thin, we cannot see directly under the light microscope, so we need a modification, that is the dark ground microscopy, or we can also have the phase contrast microscopy. So this is usually being done when we have the primary stage where we have the chancre is there and we have lesions. So first of all clean that lesion with the normal saline, and a pressure is being put at the base of the lesion, that is that lesion, and that exudate is directly collected on the slide, and that slide is being seen under the dark ground microscopy. So there we will notice the live bacteria that are spiral, flexible, and we have to notice about whether these spirals are placed equally, or like we have to differentiate between the different spirochetes. What could it be? That either it could be Leptospira, it could be Treponema, or it could be Borrelia. So they all three have been different. Like in Borrelia we have unequally spirals are there at a very different distances, and in case of this Treponema they are equally spaced, and in case of Leptospira at the end there are the hook ends. So that will help in uh, uh, to know which of these bacteria is it. Then motility we will look, and one thing important for dark ground microscopy is that we have to go for the multiple samples, because only after that only we can say that the sample is negative for the spirochete, that is a triple. Then another test is DFA TP, that is the direct fluorescent antibody treponemal test. So actually in case of the dark field microscopy, what we are doing, we are directly examining the sample. So there the person who is examining, he is also at risk because the direct live bacteria are there. So this is considered to be more safer, where the lesion, so the slide directly we take the exudate on that, and we will tag it with the antibody which is already tagged with the fluorescent dye. So if these bacteria are there, then this antibody will bind to it and we will see this as a fluorescent. We can check under the fluorescent microscope and we can see that characteristic morphology. So that is how it is different from the dark ground microscopy. So here we are doing the fluorescent direct antibody test. So this is the picture how we will notice. Then comes another method, that is a silver impregnation. As these bacteria are very thin, so difficult to see, so we can increase their thickness with the help of silver impregnation. Then another is the cultivation. As we know, this bacteria cannot be grown in the artificial media, so we can maintain them in the rabbit testes. Now comes the most important test, that is the serological test. So serological tests are being performed on the serum, and there are two type of tests, that is the non-treponemal and the specific test, that is a treponemal test. So the non-treponemal test, the principle of these tests are that, as we are saying, we are not directly detecting antibody against the treponema. Actually we are detecting the antibody against the cardiolipin antigen, and it is being said that this bacteria has this cardiolipin antigen, but this point is not clear, because it is being said, it is still under the query whether this cardiolipin antigen against which we are detecting this antibody, so this antigen, whether it belongs to the bacteria or whether it belongs to the damaged tissue of your body, uh, which has been done by the treponema. That is what I am saying, कि हम जो इसमें एंटीबॉडी डिटेक्ट करते हैं नॉन ट्रिपोनेमल टेस्ट में, जो मोस्ट कॉमनली यूज होता है, वन ऑफ द इंपॉर्टेंट टेस्ट इज VDRL. सो उसमें जो हम एंटीबॉडी डिटेक्ट करते हैं वो अगेंस्ट द कार्डियोलिपिन एंटीजन के अगेंस्ट होती है. जो हम एंटीजन यूज करते हैं उस एंटीबॉडी को डिटेक्ट करने के लिए, वो हम कार्डियोलिपिन एंटीजन यूज करते हैं. बट द थिंग इज दैट कि वो जो एंटीबॉडी आपकी बॉडी में बनी है, वी आर नॉट श्योर कि वो एंटीबॉडी कार्डियोलिपिन एंटीजन उस बैक्टीरिया में प्रेजेंट है, या कार्डियोलिपिन एंटीजन कोई आपका बॉडी में जो टिश्यू डैमेज हुआ है उससे वो कार्डियोलिपिन निकला है. Therefore, it is not the sure test. Therefore, we are saying these are the non-treponemal tests or the standard test for syphilis. So these tests are not confirmatory. Once this test comes positive, then we have to go for the treponemal test, जहाँ पे directly आप treponema से deal कर रहे हैं, and it is a confirmatory test. So that is the standard test of syphilis. Usually it comes as a short note. So directly standard test of syphilis अगर आता है, so at that time you will not write all the tests, but you have to write only that is the non-specific test जो आते हैं इसके अंदर, that is VDRL and RPR. So that I've already told you कि we are targeting the cardiolipin antigen and antibody which is present in the patient, that is being called as reagin antibody. So most common test जो हम करते हैं VDRL करते हैं, that is very simple and rapid. Wassermann test जो था, it was done in the past and it is based on the principle of complement fixation test, but it is not longer in use. Second test जो आया था, that is the Kahan test, that was the first flocculation test जो बहुत widely use हुआ था, tube test था, but it's now it is not being used. So दोनों use नहीं होते हैं, Wassermann and Kahan. अब जो use होता है that is the VDRL. और एक है आपका RPR, that is a rapid plasma reagent test. It is also very popular. It is also very similar to VDRL, but slight उसमें differences हैं, that I will tell you later. And some others are there, TRAS, VDRL, ELISA. So in the standard test of syphilis, if it is coming, so you have to give most of the stress on the VDRL, and then second is the RPR. So now comes the VDRL test. So what is this VDRL test? That is the Vendel Disease Research Laboratory test. So ये test जो था, it was first जो test किया गया था, that is in the New York, और उसी की lab पे इस test का नाम रख दिया गया था VDRL test. And in India, where we are getting these kits and these antigen is being prepared, that is in the Kolkata. So what we do in the VDRL test, so it is a non-specific test and it is a serological test. It is a slight flocculation test. So what we do, we take the patient serum. So patient serum हमने लिया, and that is we are thinking if that patient is suffering from syphilis disease, then the antibodies must be there. So we have taken patient's serum sample and we have inactivated it at 56 degree centigrade for 30 minutes. उस पे हम हीट करते हैं, इसको वाटर बाथ में करते हैं, so that कि जो भी उसमें नॉन स्पेसिफिक एंटीबॉडीज हैं that will be, और नॉन स्पेसिफिक इनिबिटर्स हैं that will be removed. Now we have a VDRL slide which is a glass slide होती है, and on that slide in there are certain concave wells are there. So in the well we put the serum and that has to be mixed with the antigen. तो इसी किट में आपका VDRL एंटीजन आता है, उसको आपको इमीडिएट प्रिपेयर करना पड़ता है and that you can use for the 24 hours. So आपने उसको एंटीजन बनाया and you have uh, put in the serum, sample लिया serum and you have added the VDRL antigen, and after that you will rotate it for 4 minutes on the VDRL shaker. So after that, if this some reaction has occurred and antigen is there, antibody is there in the serum and it will react with the antigen and clumps will be formed. But these clumps are not visible by the naked eye. So we have to use the microscope. So it has to be examined by a trained person who can notice how which type of clumps will be seen in the positive sample. On the basis of that reaction, if it comes positive, that you can see, this is the VDRL slide, that is a glass slide, and you can see that in each row there are 4 wells are there, total there are 12 wells. So this is how in non-reactive you can see, if it is weakly reactive the clumps are few, and strongly reactive the clumps are very strong, big clumps are there and we can easily notice. Now once the test comes positive, then we have to also we have to know the titer also, because sometimes there can be biological false positive test for the VDRL. So that can also come as a short note, that is what is biological false test, and it can also be asked in the Viva question. So what is that? That is when we when we get the positive result by the VDRL test, then we go for the titer, that is we put the dilutions. So जो patient का serum होता है, we dilute करेंगे and then we will, so when we are diluting the serum we are diluting the antibodies, and then for each dilution we will mix with the antigen and we will see कि till what dilution the antibody is coming positive. तो आपको ये note करना है कि कितने dilution तक वो positive आ रहा है. So you will give a titer. Suppose if it is coming 1:16 तक positive आ रहा है, so or whether it is coming to 1:8, that is how we will go for that. So usually if it is coming more than 1:8, then it goes in the favor of specific for the Treponema pallidum, and then we have to confirm it with the specific test, that is a treponemal test. But if it is coming equal to or less than 1:8, then at that time there could be chance that there could be a biological false positive syphilis test positive. And what it is biological false positive, that is it is has been seen in 1% of the cases, those patients who have certain chronic disease like chronic malaria, lepromatous leprosy, or any case of viral hepatitis. So there are certain antibodies are being formed against these diseases and they comes as positive, because this is not a specific antigen for the treponema only. So therefore these are not the standard tests. So we have to put the confirmatory test, there we can know whether it is a biological false positive or it is a exactly the positive case of syphilis. And one important thing for the VDRL test is that this test is very useful when we are monitoring the treatment. There we cannot use the treponemal test for monitoring the treatment, but we have to go for the VDRL test. And also for the CSF, when we are want to know about the neurosyphilis, and when we want to confirm any neurological test, when we are examining the CSF sample, there we can go for the VDRL test. Then comes the RPR test. This is the rapid plasma reagent test. It is also a slide fluctuation test. And what is the difference in this RPR and VDRL? That is, in RPR, the antigen which we are using, that is the cardiolipin antigen. So this is being coated with the charcoal particle. So this charcoal particle, so it will help in making the reaction visibly naked. So it is it will be visible by the naked eye. So you don't need any microscope. So and even you don't need any so much trained person. So easily you can see on the card and any positive results. So we can easily use this test in the field for diagnosis. So we use disposable plastic cards are being used, and this cardiolipin antigen is coated with the carbon particle. And best thing is that you can see it macroscopically. In this, EDTA is used as a stabilizer, and rotation of the card for 8 minutes is being needed. But the main thing that is we cannot use for CSF, and it is also expensive. So when we have less burden, so we can go for the RPR test. Now this is the comparison of VDRL and RPR. That is, in specimen VDRL we can do on both, and but we have to inactivate the serum. That is, we have to heat the serum. In case of RPR, we do not need any heating. The second thing, we can check this VDRL microscopically. For RPR, we can go for macroscopically. Then VDRL we need the trained person because it is difficult to interpret, and RPR easy होता है, उसको easily आप वो कर सकते हैं. And CSF samples के लिए we cannot go for the RPR, we have to go for the VDRL. So false positive के chances जो होते हैं वो RPR में ज़्यादा होते हैं. So this is the RPR and these are disposable. We can easily discard them. Whereas VDRL slide जो होती है आपको you cannot discard, आप उसको फिर से sterilize करते हैं. Then comes so these were the standard tests or the non-specific tests. Please remember the term standard test for syphilis. So that is those tests, VDRL and RPR. Now comes the specific test or the treponemal test. So one of that is the treponema pallidum immobilization test. So what we do in this test, that is we take the live treponema pallidum, and what is that strain being called as the Nichols strain. That is the pathogenic treponem strain, that is the Nichols strain is being taken on the slide, and when we examine under the microscope, that is what microscope we will use, that is the dark ground microscopy we will do. So we will notice these bacteria, spiral bacteria, and which are motile. So now we will take that sample, that is the serum sample of the patient, and that serum, if having the antibodies against the treponema, that will be added to it along with the complement factor. So this treponema pallidum along with this antibodies, that is the serum, it will react with it in the presence of complement, and so that this treponema now become immobilized. So because अब उस सीरम में एंटीबॉडीज हैं अगर उस ट्रिपोनेमा के अगेंस्ट, सो ये एंटीबॉडीज रिएक्ट करेंगी विद द ट्रिपोनेमा एंड will immobilize this bacteria. So that is the treponema pallidum immobilization test. This was the confirmatory test. ये gold standard की तरह यूज किया जाता था फॉर द सिफिलिस डायग्नोसिस के लिए, बट नाउ डेज क्योंकि इसमें हम लाइव स्ट्रेन के संग डील करते हैं, सो देयरफॉर इट इज नॉट बीइंग प्रिफर्ड नाउ डेज. और इसमें जो है ये अभी कुछ एक दो रेफरेंस लैब में ही अवेलेबल है वेयर वी आर डूइंग विद द रिसर्च. सो डायग्नोस्टिक से हमने इसको हटा दिया, ओनली मेनली आपका रिसर्च लैब्स में है, एंड इट इज एक्सट्रीमली कॉम्प्लेक्स. सो नाउ अदर अल्टरनेटिव्स आर देयर, सो नाउ इट इज नॉट बीइंग प्रिफर्ड. So now comes the fluorescent treponemal antibody absorption test. So what we do in this test, it is an indirect fluorescent antibody technique हमने इसमें यूज की है. अब पहले क्या करते हैं कि पेशेंट सेरम इज फर्स्ट डाइल्यूटेड विद द एक्सट्रैक्ट ऑफ नॉन पैथोजेनिक ट्रिपोनेम. कौन सी स्ट्रेन है? दैट इज द रीटर्स स्ट्रेन. पैथोजेनिक है निकोल्स स्ट्रेन, जिसमें हम पैथोजेनिक स्ट्रेन लेते हैं, दैट इज ट्रिपोनेमा पैलिडम अगर है तो वो पैथोजेनिक है. और कोई ट्रिपोनेमा है जो कमर्शियली वी हैव दिस ट्रिपोनेम्स, सो उनको हम बोलते हैं नॉन पैथोजेनिक स्ट्रेन, दैट इज अ रिएटर स्ट्रेन. तो रिएटर स्ट्रेन के संग जो होता है फर्स्ट पेशेंट के सीरम को डाइल्यूट किया जाता है सो दैट कोई भी नॉन स्पेसिफिक ग्रुप स्पेसिफिक एंटीबॉडीज अगर हैं सो दैट विल बी रिमूव विद द हेल्प ऑफ दिस रिएटर ट्रिपोनेम. सो वंस आपने उनकी रिएक्शन करवा दी, अब वो सीरम जो है यू विल टेक अ स्लाइड विच इज प्रीवियसली कोटेड विद द किल्ड ट्रिपोनेमा पैलिडियम. तो वो जो स्लाइड होगी वो पहले से ही ट्रिपोनेम पैलिडियम जो कि निकोल्स स्ट्रेन है उससे कोटेड होगी, बट वो किल्ड होंगे, ठीक. एंड उसके ऊपर वी हैव पुट द पेशेंट सेरम सैंपल, वी हैव लेयर्ड ऑन दैट. सो इफ द पेशेंट सेरम में अगर एंटीबॉडीज हैं अगेंस्ट दिस पैथोजेनिक ट्रिपोनेम, सो दिस एंटीबॉडी विल बाउंड टू द दिस Treponema pallidum which is present on the slide, and they will bind with each other. Then we will add the fluorescent labeled anti-human immunoglobulin. So अगर वो antigen antibody bind करे हैं, so then these anti-human immunoglobulin which is tagged to the fluorescent dye वो भी उससे bind कर जाएगा, and we can see easily the under the fluorescent microscope. So it is also as specific as Treponema pallidum immobilization test, and it can be accepted as a standard reference test. But usually it is not available for the routine testing क्योंकि इसमें आपको fluorescent microscope and all these things we need. So इससे भी easy test we have, इसकी भी sensitivity specificity बहुत अच्छी है. And for the this we can also use, इसकी एक modification होती है IgM जिसमें हम सिर्फ IgM antibody को target करते हैं, that is being used for the congenital syphilis. तो उसमें हम उसको use कर सकते हैं. Another test, so that you can see, another test that is being preferred as the confirmatory test जो हम करते हैं usually VDRL के बाद जो हम second confirmatory test हम करते हैं, that is a TPHA, Treponema pallidum hemagglutination assay. और उसका भी एक न्यू वर्जन आ गया, that is now replaced by the micro hemagglutination test, that is the MHA-TP test. So इसकी sensitivity and specificity is similar to the FTA, that is fluorescent test जो हम करते हैं antibody absorption test, but the thing is that कि बहुत simple है, इसके लिए आपको कोई special कोई equipments की जरूरत नहीं है. It is very simple, economical, and no special equipment is required. So every lab is comfortable to do this test. Now what is this test? So in microbiology what we have that कि अगर आपका कोई भी हम antigen antibody reaction शो करना चाह रहे हैं, so we add something कि आप उसको visualize कर सकें. Like उसमें हमने क्या करा, fluorescent dye tag कर रहे हैं so that हम उसको fluorescent microscope के अंडर देख सकें, क्योंकि एंटीजन एंटीबॉडी रिएक्शन को आप डायरेक्टली नहीं देख पा रहे. नाउ इन द टीपीएचए टेस्ट व्हाट वी हैव डन कि हमने वी हैव एडेड द आरबीसी. So RBCs का size बड़ा होता है, so you can easily notice the reaction. So what they have done, that is the patient serum. First we do this test in the microtiter plate, and what we done, patient serum which is being added to a drop of tanned sheep RBC which are coated with the Treponema pallidum antigen. That is, we have taken the sheep RBC, and tanning is being done so that we can coat anything over it. तो sheep RBC आपने ली, उस पे आपने Treponema pallidum antigen को कोट कर दिया, क्योंकि सेरम में क्या डिटेक्ट करते हैं हम, एंटीबॉडी डिटेक्ट करते हैं. सो उसको डिटेक्ट करने के लिए वी शुड हैव एंटीजन. आपके पास पहले से कुछ चीज ऐसी होनी चाहिए जिसमें एंटीजन कोट हो, सीरम में एंटीबॉडी होगी, और वो दोनों रिएक्ट करेंगे. बट उसको विजुलाइज करने के लिए आपको एक यहाँ पे यूज करना पड़ेगा किसी भी रिएक्शन में इन द होल माइक्रोबायोलॉजी टू विजुलाइज एनी रिएक्शन. जैसे आप वायरल का करेंगे, जब वायरल डायग्नोसिस हम करेंगे तो उसमें भी यही होता है कि जो भी रिएक्शन हो उसको विजुलाइज करने के लिए या तो आप कुछ कलर्ड एजेंट डालिए जैसे एलाइजा में होता है, या आप उसमें आरबीसी ऐड करिए, या आप उसमें फ्लोरोसेंट डाई बाइंड करिए, सो दैट वी कैन सी दैट रिएक्शन वेदर वो हो रही है कि नहीं हो रही है. सो इसमें भी यही करा है, शीप आरबीसी लिए हैं, उसको कोट कर दिया है विद द ट्रिपोनेमा पैलिडम एंटीजन, एंड यू हैव एडेड पेशेंट सेरम, सो दे विल रिएक्ट. एंटीजन एंटीबॉडी जब रिएक्ट करेंगे, बाइंड करेंगे, तो एक कार्पेट रिएक्शन आपको शो होगी, दैट इज मैट लाइक. एंड अगर वो बाइंड नहीं करते हैं, अगर उसमें सीरम में एंटीबॉडी नहीं है, इफ देयर इज नो एंटीबॉडी इन द सीरम, सो देयर विल बी नो रिएक्शन, सो ओनली द आरबीसी विल बी देयर. एंड व्हाट इज द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ आरबीसी, दे विल फॉर्म द रूलेक्स फॉर्मेशन. सो दे फॉर्म द रूलेक्स फॉर्मेशन एंड दे विल फॉर्म अ बटन, दैट इज रेड कलर का आपको एक बटन की तरह नोटिस होगा, दैट विल शो कि रिएक्शन नेगेटिव है. सो इट इज अ स्टैंडर्ड कंफर्मेटरी टेस्ट. कमर्शियल किट्स इसके लिए अवेलेबल है, इजीली आप उसको परफॉर्म कर सकते हैं. This is, you can see in the negative reaction, you can see that red dot is there, that is button is being formed because of the presence of RBC. They will have the tendency to bind in a group and they form a rulex formation, एक के ऊपर एक पैक हो जाती हैं RBCs. और अगर पॉजिटिव आएगी, सो एक आपको कारपेट टाइप clumps बनेगा, एंटीजन एंटीबॉडी की रिएक्शन होगी, so they will form a clump and they will give a carpet like reaction, that you can see the positive reaction, and the negative you can see a dark red color button will be there. So please remember how we can do these tests, because it is being asked in the exams, in the theory question as well as in the viva question. Specifically VDRL is very important and TPHA is very important. देन देयर अदर टेस्ट एलाइजा भी है, इसका एलाइजा कर सकते हैं, IgM एलाइजा जो दैट इज यूजफुल इन द कॉन्जेनाइटल सिफिलिस. So before starting the treatment, I want to clear how we can diagnose a case of congenital syphilis. उसको कैसे हम diagnose कर सकते हैं? That is, या तो आप directly Treponema pallidum को detect करें by dark ground microscopy of the umbilical cord, placenta, or we can go for the any lesions present on the skin. So ये definitive diagnosis के लिए जहाँ आप directly bacteria को we can see. Then presumptive diagnosis we can go that if the mother is having the syphilis, then there is a chance that the infant has taken. So one is that history. Second is that if the child is presenting with the sign and symptom of the congenital syphilis, or we can have the VDRL CSF test, and most important is we can go for the IgM fluorescent treponemal antibody absorption test, or we can go for the IgM ELISA. So main जो आप test कर सकते हैं that is IgM ELISA कर सकते हैं, because IgM antibodies they do not cross the placenta. So we can go for this test and we can confirm for the congenital syphilis. Now comes the treatment, how we can treat this patient, that is a benzathine penicillin. So single dose is being given in the early case. Late cases may you have to repeat the treatment for 3 weeks. If the patient is allergic, then you go for the doxycycline. And in the early syphilis also you can go for the ceftriaxone. Now there are certain treponema which are not transmitted ventrally, sexually transmit नहीं हो रहे. So there are like Treponema pallidum subspecies endemicum is there, and they are also presenting with the mucus patches and cutaneous lesions. Then yaws is there, that is Treponema pallidum subspecies pertune, and certain cases being noted in the Andhra Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh. So these are being transmitted from person to person or by flies. Then there is Pinta, that is being uh, caused by subspecies Caritum, seen in Central and South America, and the patient is presented with the hyperkeratotic and pigmented papules. Now comes the quick revision. So this Treponema pallidum, which is the pathogenic strain of the spirochetes or the treponema that cause the disease syphilis, and the patient of syphilis can present as a primary syphilis, secondary syphilis, or tertiary syphilis. So in primary syphilis, the main lesion is a chancre, which is a painless lesion. In the secondary, the bacteria has spread all over the blood, so there are rashes are there all over the body, and main pathognomic lesion is the condylomata lata. Then in the tertiary, the patient presents with certain neurological manifestation or the cardiovascular manifestation. Then how we can diagnose the case of syphilis? That is, either we can directly check for the bacteria, live bacteria, that is we are taking the exudate from the lesions and we are seeing under the dark field microscopy. Or we can do the direct fluorescent antibody test. Then but we cannot grow as this bacteria, we cannot grow on artificial media. So we can, if we want to maintain in the animals, that is the only way to maintain this bacteria, that is we can go for the in the test, and we can maintain in the rabbit testes. Now the most important diagnostic test we perform in the labs, that is a serological test. Now these are also standard tests for syphilis or the specific test for syphilis. So under the standard test for syphilis, VDRL is there. So it is the Venereal Disease Research Laboratory test that can come as also as a short note. So VDRL test, we are having the this test is being under against the cardiolipin, antibodies formed against the cardiolipin antigen. Then another is the RPR test, that is the rapid plasma reagent test, that we can do in the field. We can see the results macroscopically. We don't need trained persons, and we can go for these tests in the field also. Now the specific test, Treponema pallidum immobilization test, that was being as a gold standard test, but nowadays not being preferred. What test we prefer, that is the most important is the TPHA, that is the Treponema pallidum heme agglutination assay. Heme term is for the RBC, and agglutination, that is the antigen antibody reaction. Then another is the FTA-ABS test. This is a fluorescent treponemal antibody absorption test. So now comes the important question. So what important question can come from this topic? That is, one is the long question, that is directly on the clinical features, pathogenesis and lab diagnosis of syphilis. Then short note can come, that has come many times as standard test for syphilis. So usually children get confused what is the standard test for syphilis. So in that you have to write. So whenever you are approaching any exam, you have to be very specific. You have to first check for the marks. If it is coming for 5 marks, whether it is coming for 2 marks. So according to that you have to give your time to that question. If in a question of 2 marks you are writing, going for so much detailed answer, you will get, hardly you will get, maximum you can get 2 marks. So according to that, first of all you will see what they want to ask you, what is the marks have been given to that topic. So according to that, judge how much we have to write in that question. So like if it is coming for standard test for syphilis, so you have to tell about only for the tests which come under this heading, that is the VDRL and the RPR. Don't write other tests here and there. Then another question that can come as a specific test. If they are asking for the specific test, so that you have to write the toponymal test. Write the name of test, write what is the principle of test, what is the use of this test. So that you have to mention in that. Then a short note can come on VDRL, so that you should know everything. What is the good thing for VDRL, what is the full form of VDRL, so all those things. Then biological false positive can come. Then there could be treponema pallidum immobilization test, and there can be short note on the congenital syphilis. So that is all for the today's presentation. If you have any doubt, anything you have not able to understand, so please write me in the comment section, or you can also mail me so that I can clear your doubts. Thank you.